YouTube? Kyron Dudebro here, and we're gonna talk about this son of a bitch named Yoshimitsu. Now, Yoshimitsu has this stance called the Majin Dragonfly, and this move here robs matchups. It robs matchups pretty hard. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna talk about how to deal with it. So, in case you came across this move, you know how to deal with it. But not only am I going to talk about how to deal with it, but there's a particular way how you can digest the move, his options altogether, right? So, to start off, I'm pretty sure we all seen this combo, right? We've all seen that. Most Yoshimitsus will go for either this move. Oh, nope. They'll either go for this into, 3B, and then you see this, and you're just like, oh god, this shit again. God damn it. Well, for starters, we can mimic the computer to, do that, and we can talk about how to do these. So, let's get this computer to do it. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. Fuck. Let me try it again. So we're gonna start off with B. No, A. We're gonna start with A, right? Now, A, when the move is done on block, this move is actually minus 12 on block. So if you were to catch them doing this, you can punish them with any move that is 12 frames. So most characters standing 5K or AA should get the job done. It's a light punish, so unfortunately you won't be getting too much, but it's something nonetheless. Yoshimitsu can punish it since he has a 10 frame AA, so he can definitely stop him easily right there. All right. His other option would be boom, 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 boom. Bam, this shit. So, his B option after that is actually the one that is butt ugly. This shit's actually unfair because he puts you on crouch. He pushes the opponent on crouch on block, and also, unfortunately, he's +2 on that. So, that being said, you have to respect his other options. He has options like A or 6A, 3A, 2A, 2AB, many options off of that you're gonna have to respect. That comes out at frame 10, frame 16, frame 12. Good moves like that since he's plus. So it's gonna interrupt some of your buttons, and you don't want to deal with that. So I would highly recommend just not challenging them at all and just block afterwards. You're gonna have to. The one after this one would be Yoshimitsu's option 3. This. Now this one I'm gonna go more in detail after we talk about how it is on block, right? So if you were to successfully block this move, right? This move is actually minus 16. It's minus 16. So, while rising attacks, some of them are launch punishables. I believe that Yoshimitsu can launch punish this. I don't think so. I think he should be. No, nah. His launcher is frame 18, so he can't. But it's definitely punishable. That most characters have a fast while rising attack to punish that move. So it's minus 16. Don't let them get away with this move. You shouldn't. Always punish them accordingly on that. You see that while rising, whatever your fastest button is. So always remember it's minus 16. His other one, which you'll never see him do, but in case you do, because there are some suspects out there, is A plus B. And A plus B, like I mentioned, it should only be used in combos. I did it too early. It should only be used in combos, but in case they try to do it, which they shouldn't, but There's times where they might, and that was minus 14, but they're already airborne too. But you shouldn't risk doing anything, going for anything extravagant. Just get like a fast 14 frame move or lower and stop that son bitch off of the air. Bam. Get them down there. So, that's essentially it. On paper, right? Now, there's much more to this. Because essentially, most people fall for the mix-up of this, right? Because most people, you know, you're trying to get that good punish, right? You're gonna have to guess, because the reason why the Majin Dragonfly is so scary in the mix-up is because anything he gets after that on hit, he's rewarded. You get this, he can set the whole thing over again. You get this, you get what's going on? You get this, set the whole thing over again. And if you get this, he's plus on ass on that. He's plus 8. Jesus Christ, he's plus 8 on that. So, that being said, dealing with this comes with some sort of mindset you got to keep in mind. And what I believe is just don't even try to, deal with these two moves, because, like I mentioned, that's 61 damage into the Dragonfly already, and this is 46 into the Dragonfly, compared to just eating 26, right? So you're better off just taking the 26, in my opinion, Now, if you do guess right, this move is all mids and it's unsafe. So all I have to do is, block. But then some people get antsy and it's like, well, because this is a medium, not medium, this is a vertical, so you can sidestep that one. But yeah, you have to ask yourself, what is the risk compared to the reward, And why risk doing all of that? You can just take this, in my opinion, Just take the low. And if you feel like they're going to do the low, block the low. But other than that, always stand block. In my opinion, always stand block. That's how I deal with it. They can keep hitting my legs all day, but they're only getting 26 damage compared to the latter. I would rather deal with, 26 damage. And the only problem is that they're plus 8 on that, right? So, normally your fastest move would be 12 frames. Some characters have 10 frames, but majority of them out of like 4 have 12 frames. So that being said, you have to know what Yoshimitsu's option is after he lands on hit. So on hit, I also have the CPU set up so we can go through this faster. So Yoshimitsu standing, his 5K is in 12 frames, right? So I can go through all the moves he basically have that he is essentially what counter hit confirm you. So we're gonna go with the ones that is, he doesn't get much reward. He just gets, light reward, right? All of his A options. So that goes for, 5A, 6A. That's nothing much. 3A. You got 2A. You also got oh my soul. Jesus. Going on. Carry on. You got 2A. We also got 2AB. That's not the one. That's not the one. Jesus, I'm trying to do that one. What? I keep getting the wrong one. There we go. That's how you do it. Yeah. 2AB. There's that one. That's a 12 frame, so it'll stop you in your tracks and space you and him away. So you, and then there's 4A. Did I already do 4A? Yeah, I already did 4A. Oh, I didn't do 3A. Did I? I forget. But long story short, all his A attacks off of that are like the ones that is, for him, it has to be 20 frames or under. If it's after 21 frames, the Yoshi doesn't know what he's doing, and your trade and or beat his option. But is this 20 frames or less, he will frame trap you. Guarantee it. Frame trap. So, but his A options are whack. They're all whack off of this. Light options, nothing to fear. But his B options, oh my lord. His B options give him so much more reward. You can go into counter hit. And then back to Dragonfly. So you're back into this situation. Or even worse, you can go bam into this. So now you have meter taken away. And you know, counter hit confirmed and that stuff. Get a decent amount of damage, you know. What was it? 54? So that's still a pretty big chunk, you know. What's also there, his 6B is whack, you know, like, so you won't get too much off of that one. What's insane is his launcher, on the other hand, is fast enough. So if you wanted to, you can get 61 damage off of that. So you're eating, remind you, you're eating this 26 damage, right? 26 damage, and you decide to commit. You need the additional damage on top of that. Keep that in mind. Then you got 4B, which is also whack. It's a high, so, and it takes meter, and it doesn't really do too much. So that one's like his weak options. But always remember, the most important ones, 5B, because that's gonna fuck you up. His B plus BA, that's really dangerous. And his 3B, those are really dangerous options off of his B, and he can get much more damage confirmed because they reward him really high on that. All of his K options, on the other hand, are Garbo. He doesn't get almost no reward off of those. Almost no reward. The best reward he gets is 6K, which I guess would count. I'll count that as moderate reward because it's 43. But out of all like the other ones, it's just pokes, you know. Just small pokes, nothing really huge. Now the other one would be like 4K, which is 4KB, which would be the best one. That one's going on to be 18 frames, so that's just, you know, he's still plus. He's still frame trapping you, so I take you back from 6K. It'll be 4KB. That'd be his best option since you can't interrupt that. And that's 51 damage. So that's his most high rewarding one of K. So 8-ray run is where it gets extremely dangerous, because he has 3 options off of these that are very dangerous. One of his better, it gets to the point with his lethal hit like the other ones, but except this one is much more dangerous. His 8-ray run B, 8-ray run A, which is 14 frames. Not only that, but it sidesteps. So now you're eating that. This is gonna happen. They're probably gonna go to critical edge. Bam, 95. 95. Jesus Christ. This is his most dangerous option. It's most dangerous. Something you don't want to happen. So essentially, what was that? 26 and 95. So you're eating like 165 damage. No, I'm done. 111, 16 damage. What I meant to say. 116. I want to say roughly 115, maybe. I can't do math, but you get the extension I'm talking about. I think it's 115, but it's a lot of damage, and that's just gonna fuck you up really hard. Yes, that's a lot of damage. That's when you want to avoid the most at 14 frames. So if they're feeling antsy And a hard read, you better hope for the best. The other one is, you know, not as bad as this typical launcher, but you know, it's still an option at 44 or whatever. You can just bam. Oh. Yeah, something like that. But I butchered the combo, but essentially you get the premise. He also has this is his other one. That one's so fucked up. This is bong. It's weaker than his other option, but I think so. Let me see. Oop. 26. Yeah, okay. So it's weaker than his other option. His 8-way run 4 BB. Really dangerous option. That's it. He's fucked up. Then you got his well options. You got his 8-way run 6K, which that one's okay as well, going on 16 frames. But it only gives him knockdown and nothing really too much after that. And the last thing will be that Yoshimitsu, his grabs come out at frame 18, so they will also frame trap you. But they're not guaranteed, so you can break out of them if you think he's going to, you know, if you predict the grab. But that's essentially it, you know. Most of his options are light, but within the few that I've already mentioned, they are very dangerous. So this is the core strat, how to deal with Yoshimitsu's Majin Dragonfly. If you really liked it, please do leave a subscribe or a comment or whatever you people want, and I'll make some more content later on how to deal or some matchup data. So peace, take care, and don't do anything stupid. And go screw over all those Majin Dragonflies out there now.